Hi everybody, we're just gonna get right into it. I haven't talked to you guys in a really long time, even though I checked my upload the other day and it said that it was only uploaded like 11 days ago or something, so it's only been about 2 weeks. But keep in mind that I don't upload the same day that I record, so it's been a little bit for me. But I'm just honestly so excited to talk to everybody today because I just know that like what I've been wanting to talk about is just so aligned for this week. Like everything that I've been learning and understanding for myself this week, like I think really it's going to help everybody else. Like, and basically today, like what we're going to be talking about is just the fact that like your life's gonna happen anyway, time's gonna pass anyway, so you might as well honestly just like do what you want to do. But also, let me get into it. I don't know if I want to put on music or not, because at the same time I'm gonna be folding my laundry, because sometimes you really gotta habit stack. I love habit stacking. Eventually I'll probably make a video on it, but as much as I said that I want to sit here and like create a whole bunch of content so that if I'm like feeling lazy or whatever, like I'm able to just put stuff out, I'm like trying so hard to talk right now, but like my stomach just started hurting so bad. Oh my god, let me turn this off real quick. Okay, but yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna be like folding my laundry and stuff while we're talking today, because that's just what I'm gonna be doing. Okay, so if you want to watch the video, watch the video. If not, go watch somebody else's video. But I think that you should stick around and listen to what I have to say, because first off, I'm really so happy like with all the new like subscribers that I've gotten. I'm not over here in the 100,000s yet, but like I know that I will be. So honestly, any new subscriber that I get like really does mean a lot to me, and especially like if you're starting off now, because like it's genuinely only up from here, baby. Okay, like we're getting through this together. We're getting our lives in check together, okay? So like it's really just gonna get better. Like I don't know how else to explain it. So let me fold my underwear for everybody to see, because if not, I will literally never fold my clothes ever. Like I just won't. So, but basically what I want to like talk about is I've just been noticing a lot lately that people are like sticking themselves in situations that they genuinely don't have to be in. You know what I mean? Like you can go achieve all the dreams that like you want to do, but it's like you have to go do it. And I was thinking about this before I went to sleep last night too, and I guess this almost kind of plays into like the whole general topic of today about how like life is going to happen for everybody regardless. You know what I mean? Like I guess I'll get back to that in a second, but the whole also premise of it all too is that when I was younger, like this is the first time in my life where I felt like I've truly started living. Like I am so excited for my birthday this year. Like I'm ready to like live and party it up. Like, do I still have crippling fear and anxiety in the back of my brain? Of course I do. And it's like, I don't know, when people say that they're like suddenly cured from their anxiety, I don't know how people can say that, because like I think that like, you know, everybody's always gonna have a little bit of anxiety, or I don't know, is it possible to like just not have any at all? Because I think that you're always gonna have, at least for me personally, like I feel like I'm always gonna have these things. But what I'm trying to say is that like you have to just push through that, like regardless, you know what I mean? Because it's like odds are like life is going to continue to be happening, and like sit around being like, oh my god, I don't know like what life is gonna be like for me in the future, so I just want to sit here and not do anything towards my future. No, you have to do something towards your future, because your future is going to happen regardless. It just is. Like you have to work towards that. You have to build something for yourself, because when I was like 16, 17, 18, like I lived on like a it didn't matter, like who cares, whatever, blah 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 anyway mentality, because like I genuinely did not think for so long that like I would be the age that I am. Like that's how low in life that I was. Like it was always just like, it was more so like this constant battle. I didn't care if anything was like to happen to me, and then I almost was so sure in myself that one of these days I would have just been like, that's it, you know? And it's so like sad to like get into a place of that mentality, honestly, looking back at it, because like now like I appreciate nothing more than just life. Like I literally love like my life so much. Like I genuinely do. I'm sitting here folding my son's t-shirts, like, you know what I mean? Like I have a little baby and like I love him so much. Like there's just honestly at the end of the day there's so much to be grateful for, even in the very present moment, because no matter how hard that like you're upset about it for a second, like there is so much to at least be grateful for. Like, as I was saying, I know just in general, if you're working, listen, there's nothing wrong with 9-to-5 jobs. There really is nothing wrong with 9-to-5 jobs. But if what you're working, if you're not happy to be there, why are you there? Why are you there? And I completely understand the basic need, whatever the word is, the basic need for like life and like bills and like necessities and all that stuff. Like, trust me, I understand it completely. But sometimes when you stray from the path, like, I don't know how to explain it, and it's genuinely one of those situations where if you know, you know, and if you've had it happen to you, and if you believe in it, you're also somebody who can help vouch for this, you know what I mean? Because it's like God, the world, like universe, like generally whoever like you want to call it, like right now, like I used to say the universe, but like I think obviously now everybody knows that like I've been in communications with God. Okay, if you're working a 9-to-5 and say you want to like be a painter, like you want to like travel for work, like maybe you want to be like a travel agent or something, the way that you want your life to be, you have to start going towards that goal. You have to start going towards that dream. Like, you can't just sit here and be working somebody else's job, because at the end of the day, you're working someone else's job. It was somebody else's idea to start that company. It was somebody else's idea to hire you. It was somebody else's idea to like start this business. I want to also add in here that like I do sometimes think that people need the experience of like working for somebody else, because like if you can't respect that, then like how would you, like, because I want to like run my own business someday. Like I want to have, I have enterprises up in here, baby. I have so many enterprises, and I want people to work for me, but it's like, how do I expect somebody to like respect working for me if like sometimes I can't even respect people that like I'm working for, you know what I mean? But I try to. I definitely think with the job that I have now, I am so grateful for it, because like it pays what it needs to pay. Like obviously I can't go shopping just in general as much as I want to. Obviously I can't really save much for the like bags that I would love to have, the clothing that I would love to have. Listen, like I am a big fashion girl, okay? I'm literally a model. And this is another thing too that I think I'll just speak on now, but maybe it'll be in a deeper video one day. But you need to say and be literally whoever you are that you want to be. Me and my friend were talking about this morning. We're models. We really are models. And I'm so like over being afraid to say that I want to be a model. Because for me, it was never about runway. I never like thought to be a runway model. Me personally, I think that I have that great like just look. That like when you're just like staring. Because I picture myself as the girls who are on just clothing websites. You know? Because one, personally, I think I have a great body type. I love my body type so much. Obviously, yeah, like would I wish to like be a little bit skinnier and like back to like the size that I once was? Like, of course. And then hopefully then, if I actually do, I'll appreciate it. Because back then when I had it, I did not appreciate it for shit. But in general too though, I guess, because it's like if I actually do want to put in the work to like be like a little bit smaller, I went to the gym this morning and I was pushing myself so hard because I wanted to stop at like 15 minutes, right? And I was like, no, like you have to just keep going for the half an hour. Like the you that does this in a few weeks is not going to be sweating as much once you hit this same time frame, because that's the problem with me when I work out. I get so sweaty. But instead, if I had spent this, and also too, I genuinely believe that by the next other 6 months of my lease, they're gonna have to kick me out because I'm making too much money. You know what I mean? Like they're going to have to be like, physically, we cannot give you this apartment no more because you're just making too much money, girl. Like you're making bank now. Like you have to just naturally be upgraded to the big luxury apartment buildings that you see all around. That is where my head is at for the other 6 months. So it's like I could spend this next 6 months sitting there and be like, oh my god, like I want this life so bad, like I want it so badly, like blah blah blah, without putting any actual work in. Or I could do what exactly I'm doing and trying to put a little bit of work in each day. But that doesn't mean to say that just because you take a day to do nothing, that doesn't mean that like you're behind. It genuinely doesn't. Because once you just focus in on literally yourself, you genuinely realize you're just naturally on your own path. You're naturally in your own lane. Like, it just naturally is what it is. But I think that, I don't know, I guess at the same time too, it's almost like this conversation is only going to be ready and available for some people, but at least it'll be here in general for when people are ready to come to it. Whether you see this as soon as I post it and you agree with it, whether you see this a year later and you agree with it, whether you see this, you don't agree with it, but then you come back to it and you're like, actually, I agree so much with everything like you just said, because you're gonna have to run your own race regardless. So it's like, it's only gonna be up to you to wake up and realize that, like, you don't want to be wasting time anymore. Like, genuinely, as they say, time is money. Like, time is so much money. Like, time is like the biggest currency in the whole entire world. And like once you actually finally start to like get it, like, I don't know, it's just so, you might as well spend like the day doing whatever it is that you want to do. Like, listen, I know I gotta go into work later and it is what it is, but it's like, why not instead be working towards my goals and dreams that like I want to do in life? You know what I mean? Like, and especially that I have been now viewing like really good feedback with some of my videos and stuff. I think within this past week, like, I gained like a couple new subscribers, and like one of my videos like ended up doubling completely from when I had like first posted it like a week later. And that just really like made me want to get up and like get my camera back out again and like talk to you guys again, because sometimes even I get into my own head where I'm like, oh, like, not taking off as fast. Like, I don't have that instant gratification, right? Like, that's really what it comes down to, is that I don't have that instant gratification that it seems like most people are getting. But it's also just because that, like, that's just not how my race is going to be ran. My race is supposed to be ran nice and slow. Because, like, I know some people who, they've been working at the same place for like years now, and some of them are like okay with it, and I'm like, I just don't understand how you can be okay with it. And then especially like certain people who I know that they've like expressed that they want like other things out of life, that's always been like a little bit hard for me. Like, even just sometimes like my family can be sometimes like that way, where they just talk about like the different things that they want to do and like the different stuff. That's really just what it is. It's like, it'll be talked about, but sometimes nothing's ever executed. And I feel like if you like can't do things for yourself, like if you can't sit there and like get yourself into gear about what you want to do, it's not a good look. As I'm getting older, I have to grow up and like get into some certain habits. But basically, I'm doing what everybody said that they thought that I couldn't do. So, fuck you, bitches. I feel like I have to listen to that now. This is literally my favorite song in the whole entire world. But yeah, that's what I was referencing earlier when I said that. We're almost done with my laundry, guys. That actually like did not take as long as I thought. Like, I don't know why. Like, does anybody else put off their laundry for so long, like inevitably? And so like maybe this could be something too. Like, if you have laundry, if you have something to do, just like pull up. Generally when you watch my videos, just pull up something that you need to do and just like put me on in the background. Pretend that I'm talking to you. I mean, I am talking to you, but like I'll pretend that you're listening. So yeah. But like, honestly, if I could help even just one person today, then I know that this video helped and this video did good, and that's genuinely what I want. Because like, if you want to, you know what I mean? Like, I've always wanted to do, I can finally circle back around to what I've been trying to say way earlier about music and stuff. Because I want to do music so badly. Like, that is generally what I want to do. Like, I want nothing more than to like put out songs, put out albums, go like get Grammys, get this, get that, like just have like a career. Like, I mean, I want a big huge career, like in general. Like, I want to do like my, okay, I have no idea, like stop for a second, but as I was saying, like I want to do all these things. Coming from music is like my main goal. And so I was thinking about how, I don't want to say a game of chance, but it's like there's certain people who they're fine with the music career that they're at. I'm sure there probably is tons of bands who have like gone on tour. They've been like approached by like labels. I'm sure they've been approached. They probably got that chance and they're like, no, I'm okay with where I'm at. and that's perfectly fine. I was thinking in my head, like, as I went to sleep last night, that how Ice Spice, like, came up so quickly, and don't get me wrong, like, I love her, of course, like, duh, but she came up so quickly, and that doesn't mean that everybody else who has been in it longer doesn't get, or doesn't deserve the same recognition. Some of these people probably don't even want that kind of recognition. Doesn't mean that, like, by any means should she feel bad that, like, there's somebody else who has really good music and really good artistry that, like, probably does deserve, like, the same amount of success, but it's like they just haven't gotten there yet, you know what I mean? But it's like, for her, like, that's just, like, the pace naturally that was going to all happen with, you know? And I guess this also can kind of, like, be into the Taylor Swift thing, too, because, like, Taylor Swift has been around for a while. Like, she generally actually pretty much has, but fairly recently is when she started to get, like, a lot of this recognition from media in a good way, because, like, before it used to not be so good. I guess it's just, like, really to show that, like, hard work does 100% pay off, because if not, one, there's not even anything that's, like, going to be established. It's like you can start now or start 6 months from now. It's like you might as well just start now. Because if you're somebody who, you're working a basic job, but you really want to be working in, like, a corporate field, or, like, you want to be working for this company, or, like, you might as well just apply for it, or apply for positions that are somewhat close to it. Because one, you don't even know if it's actually going to work out, you know what I mean? Like, say you want to, like, genuinely work for Pixar or something, like that. Then you might as well just apply for it, because you don't know what they're looking for, and you might actually land this job. Or two, you might not get it right now, and that's okay, because you could probably get it down the line in the future because of, like, other experience that you're gaining, like, from working somewhere else. But if you're just working, like, regular basic things, like, just quit your job. I'm such a big advocate for, like, I don't know, like, I just am a huge advocate. Why would you do things that you don't want to do? If you don't want to do it, don't do it. If I don't want to have a conversation with you, I won't have a conversation with you. If I don't want to work for this thing, I won't go do that thing. Cause, like, I before used to be looking for any excuse to be able to let my job, and then I had my son, and I did for, like, a really good 2 years or so. But now my job now, like, I actually really enjoy it, and I do enjoy, like, getting to have, like, some of my own income and stuff. And even in general, like I said, like, if you want to be a painter, if you want to be a dancer, if you want to do social media, if you want to do all these things, I don't want to say profit off that now, but to make it work into your schedule now. I could have just sat in bed and wasted the whole entire day, but it's like I knew that I had to go into work later, so I made this video while also doing another task that I needed to do. I mean, at the end of the day though, like, if you watch this video, make sure to leave a comment. No, I mean, if you watch this video, like, yeah, but if you like this video, make sure to leave a comment, like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff, because I love talking to you guys so much, like, and it just makes me really, like, it just makes me really happy, like, to see good feedback with my stuff. I mean, I know, like, honestly, like, I appreciate any feedback. Like, I know that there was somebody who suggested, like, a microphone, and that's just not going to happen right now. Like, I have a microphone, but I have no idea where it is. It's a pretty big one. I mean, I know, like, where it is, but, like, I don't know where in the house, like, it is. And I don't really know how to work it. I was thinking about just saying screw it and, like, getting one of those, like, teensy tiny mics. I can't fit a mic on my camera. If the audio sounds different to this than it did for, like, last week's or the previous 2 weeks of that, let me know, and let me know which one you kind of prefer, because this is my camera, and then the last 2 weeks have been recorded on my phone, and honestly either one is fine for me. Obviously my phone is a little bit more convenient, but yeah, I'm kind of interested to know, like, which one works more actually. But other than that, I really hope that you enjoyed today's little chat, today's little talk. Basically, at the end of the day, life is just going to keep happening, like, either which way, so you might as well set your life up to be something where, like, when you're 40, you look back on you being whatever age you are now, and you're just, like, so happy that you did what you did, you know? Because am I jealous of some people? Like, I definitely used to be. I'm not as jealous now, but I definitely did used to be of, like, the people who, you know, say that they invested a lot when they were, like, 16, 17, and now at, like, 25, 26, like, they're sitting on, like, a good amount of money where they can just completely buy a house, or, like, they can go do all these things. Like, yeah, it's a little, like, whatever, but instead, like, I can just take that same idea and energy now and just put it towards myself, so that, like, when I'm 40, like, I mean, hopefully, like, I will have a house, like, in general before I'm 40, because, like, I don't want to keep living in apartments, like, until I'm, like, what? But, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'll have a little bit, like, at least I'll have a little bit more invested, and I'll be more socially aware to like what I actually want to do and like how I want to pursue things. So yeah, that's just really all I have to say. Thank you all so much for watching. I will see you next week. Bye. I don't know how to close these out sometimes.